Right after concluding a capital restructuring plan earlier this week, Kenya Airways announced an after-tax loss of over $36 million for the half-year ending in September. With talks with 11 lenders concluded, here's what the company's capital restructuring plan looks like. Kenya's government and lenders to the carrier agreed to convert over $200 million of debt into equity. KLM agreed to deliver $76.5 million in cash in kind. Ahead of IFRS 9 rules coming into force, banks also agreed to provide $175 million in working capital. With this in hand, the company's chair says the carrier won't be looking to raise more debt in the next 12 months. With that restructuring done, here's what the carrier's shareholding looks like. Kenya's government owns just under 50% of the airline and have 3 board seats. 11 lenders with 2 board seats hold 38.1% of equity. KLM owns just under 8% of the carrier. Earlier, the firm's chairman explained that having a government guarantee helped to convince lenders to make the debt-equity swap.
The way in which we used the government guarantee, how we used the difference between the 535 and the 700 million, how we used that balance to provide guarantees to the local bank, that influenced them or helped them make a decision in how they treated their loans to us. So there are still some loans that are staying on the books of Kenya Airways, and some are converted into equity. And it's just how they treated that. Now, the other thing is, I understood is that when they converted their loans into equity, they needed to have positive confidence that we could actually, that equity is worth something. And that was another conversation that do they trust us, the management and the board, to actually turn the airline around, because that's where they recover their money. And if they didn't have confidence, they would probably need to write off those loans. So I think those are 2 components that helped them make a decision.
By end September, Kenya Airways had $1.1 billion in long-term debt and $731.9 million in short-term liabilities.